Hi guys, so we're gonna demonstrate shoulder flexion. And so shoulder flexion, Carla's gonna start at a relaxed position, raise her hand like she's asking a question in class. So this is shoulder flexion. The range of motion is from 0 to 170 degrees. We're going to measure it with the goniometer. So using the goniometer, the axis is gonna be placed in the middle of the humeral head, distal to the acromion process. And the stationary bar is going to be parallel with her trunk, and then the movable bar is going to be parallel with the humerus in a sagittal plane as she performs the movement. So whenever you're ready, go ahead. Okay. And the range is about 115. So that's goniometry. Next, we're going to do the manual muscle testing. So she's still in the standing position. I'm going to stabilize the shoulder joint here, have her lift her arm and raise it at 90 degrees. And then I'm going to also stabilize at the elbow joint. And when I tell her to go ahead and perform the movement, I'm going to press down and go ahead, don't let me move you. Perfect, and that's manual muscle testing and goniometry.
Hello guys, we are going to perform manual muscle testing, gravity eliminated. So I'm going to have Autumn here just lay down in a side laying position, and then we are going to have her arm start in the 90 degrees of shoulder flexion, which is right here. I'm going to place my hands using my hand. I'm going to stabilize her shoulder joint here, and then I'm going to place my other hand just proximal to her elbow here, so not on the joint but right above it. And then I'm going to have her raise her hand towards her head to perform the shoulder flexion. And Autumn, I'm going to have you start, and don't let me move you, okay? Go ahead. Okay, and that's it. The antagonist muscles for the shoulder flexion are the posterior deltoid and the latissimus dorsi. These muscles work together to oppose the action against the agonist muscles and help control the movement of the arm during shoulder flexion. The primary movers or agonist muscles for shoulder flexion are the anterior deltoid and the long head of the bicep brachii. These muscles work together to lift the arm forward and upward. The biomechanical frame of reference to address shoulder flexion: the therapist would first assess the client's range of motion, strength, and stability in the shoulder joint. This may involve measuring the degree of shoulder flexion, observing the quality of movement, and assessing muscle strength and endurance. We are now going to play 3 videos that show how to strengthen your shoulder flexion. First, we have a parallel bar hold in which we will hold for 30 seconds in shoulder flexion to complete an isometric movement. And second, we have our vertical band raises, which is a isotonic movement. And last, we have an isometric shoulder flexion hold. Now please enjoy our functional activities for shoulder flexion.
When hanging an ornament on a tree, shoulder flexion is needed to raise and extend the arm overhead. Muscles involved in shoulder flexion, such as the anterior deltoid and pectoralis major, are activated for this movement. Shoulder flexion is used to reach and grab objects on high shelves. Muscles like the anterior deltoid and pectoralis major are activated to lift and extend the arm overhead. Shoulder flexion is crucial in the throwing motion for sports like baseball or softball. Muscles like the anterior deltoid, pectoralis major, and others involved in shoulder flexion generate power to propel the ball forward.